Day 36. And what a wild roller coaster for our New Zealand dollar Swiss franc trade today. First off, after the weekend, it gapped down by about 0.25% or so, and then went on a big push all the way up to a local high here before pushing all the way back down. Didn't get to our stop loss, that's crucial, and now we are back on for the take profit levels potentially. $137 up at the moment, that's what we like to see. See if there's any new trades to get us going for the week. Technically a reversal candle here on the Euro US dollar, but nothing from the MFI and nothing from the standard deviation channel. This surge against the Japanese yen has continued again today. Where did we go from the open? That's about 2.5% from the open to the high before it's pulled back to about 1.5% increase for the day. No new trades for us, no problem. We're happy with the New Zealand dollar Swiss franc if it'll keep going as it is. Down, 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 that's what we want. We'll be back tomorrow. Day 37, back on the winning side of things for once. The first take profit level on the New Zealand dollar Swiss franc has triggered, whoop-de-doo. After a hefty $8.29 swap, we took home $79.68. Good, good, good. It did go back against us. Let's see how close we were to getting out at the bottom. And quite close, not right at the bottom, but certainly within this 10-minute period. We're on the 5-minute chart now. So that's the low of the day. It only went about 10 pips or so lower. But as I say, it happened in the next couple of periods after that one, and then back up it went. So good to get out while we can. Our remaining trade is still in the money as well, 72.24 at this very moment. Maybe there's some new trades on the charts. Pushed on the Euro US dollar today. Not much volatility on these previous days, but up it goes today. And we actually have seen price come back a bit on the US dollar Japanese yen. Absolutely incredible. It pushed a lot lower before it retreated, so you never know, it might just be a stall in price before it carries on upward. But for now, it has set itself back a little. Big push from the euro against the pound as well, just over 1% up. Sadly, no new trades, but at least we're picking up a winner on the New Zealand dollar Swiss franc today, and maybe we'll pick up another one tomorrow. I mean, price would have to drop 1.5%, but it's happened before. Over there, it went for 2%, so maybe we get one of those days again. Day 38, not much movement here. We are still up. In fact, we're up a bit more than we were yesterday. Now about $123 as this swap is adding up. $19.34. Wowza. Now that ain't cheap considering we've only been in it for 5 days. Let's check those other charts. Reversal candle on the US dollar, Canadian dollar, but it goes no further than that. Price comfortably within that standard deviation channel. And the MFI is still a little bit above the oversold, 29.61 at the moment. For the purposes of our strategy, a pretty dull night. Let's come back tomorrow. Day 39, things looking pretty groovy for our New Zealand dollar Swiss franc. Nice trade today, did go about 0.75% down at the peak. Has since retraced a little bit. We can see on the 30-minute chart where it's come back up from the lows, but still pretty good, around about $200 up, exactly what we need. And as it is the 31st of March, it is the end of the first quarter of the year today. Sometimes does create a bit more volatility in the charts, but we're not too worried about that. We'll just see if we got any new trades. Similar to our New Zealand dollar Swiss franc, that Australian dollar Swiss franc trade would have been going in our favour too. Maybe should have doubled up on that one, but you don't want to risk it. In the long run, it would probably work out that much worse for us. Big drop on the euro, Great British pound today. Had gone up in the morning session, but does drop just over 1% by the end of the day. Reversal candle on the euro Australian dollar currency pair. However, the MFI is currently 38.53 and the price is still within the standard deviation channel, has been all day. No entry. Same on the Canadian dollar Swiss franc. Might not be able to get into this one anyway because the correlation clashes with the New Zealand dollar Swiss franc. But nevertheless, we do see a bullish reversal candle, but that's the only signal of the three, so we are not getting in. Which does bring us full circle back to the New Zealand dollar Swiss franc. It's another night without signals. One more day before the weekend. We'll be back to check in then. Day 40. It's Friday, you already know, last day of the week. And the close of the day for the New Zealand dollar Swiss franc is about where it opened. Still just over $200 up. And it had made a move towards the take profit. Didn't quite get there though. We're still about 10 pips off. Now about 35, so a ways away to go. Maybe we'll find another signal to join it. Nothing on the majors. What about the minors? Nothing on those cross-currency pairs either. Would have liked an extra trade or two. We're really going to have to start getting these signals soon if we want to start getting back some of these losses. Seems pretty unlikely if we are being rational about it. Nevertheless, we do have our New Zealand dollar Swiss franc going pretty good, even with this ridiculous swap stacking up. There we go. Let's just take a quick look at the journal before we go off for the weekend. Not much to add from the perspective of the journal. If we scroll down to the latest, you can see begrudgingly no new trades at all this week. Very disappointing. We do want those entry signals. Even if they end up as losers, that's fine. We're testing out the strategy for those purposes. Really haven't seen many come through. There's been a steady flow at the beginning throughout the end of February, start of March, but that has really dried up in the second half of March. Only one extra trade to add. At least it has come through with another win on the 1-2 sub trade. Still might see our first 2-1 win here. That's what we really want to get, but we certainly are not going to count it until we see it. So there we go. We continue to be in a deep loss on this strategy. It is not going to come back. That is near certain. But we'll have one more week of entry signals next week just to see if we can turn it around at all. Maybe we just got unlucky at the start with the first 10 trades or so. It is possible that we get 5 or 6 new signals this week and just go take profit, take profit, take profit. You can never rule it out. And so we'll be back after the weekend to try.